In this video, I'll be explaining the story written by Stephen Butler Leacock. The title of the story is My Lost Dollar. Stephen Butler Leacock was a political scientist and humanist. He was born in the year 1869 in England. He was immigrated to Canada at the age of 7. He did his PhD in 1903. His famous humorous short story is called My Lost Dollar. This author, Stephen Butler Leacock, died in the year 1944. The theme of the story is in the hour of need, some people have the habit of forgetting to repay money which is borrowed from someone or not followed to repay. It is found in many people. The theme of the story is, in simple words, that in the emergency times, some people have the habit of getting or borrowing money from somebody and they have forgotten to repay the money to the person who helped in the emergency time. In this story also, how the situation happens in a humorous way, Stephen Butler Leacock has beautifully written the story. The characters portrayed in the story is Stephen himself portraying in the story. He lends $1 to his friend Toad. And another character, Toad, he is the friend of the author. He borrowed $1. To Toad, Stephen has borrowed $1. Stephen Butler Leacock was the author of the story. One day, he helped his friend Toad by giving $1 to pay for a taxi for going to Bermuda. Toad has not returned the dollar for 12 months. Leacock tried to remind him to get the dollar back indirectly. His fear of asking him directly because of friendship. Let us know whether Leacock got the dollar back finally or not. On April 8th, Toad borrowed $1. He was in Bermuda for 3 weeks. For the 3 weeks, Leacock thought only about the dollar. Toad did not return the dollar even after 3 weeks. Leacock received a letter from Toad. He thought that Toad has attached a dollar, but he mentioned about the temperature is 100 degree in Bermuda. Leacock has no courage to ask him directly because of friendship. Leacock tried to ask him indirectly through many references. How does Leacock remain Toad to get the dollar? Leacock received Toad from railway station. Then he tried to take him to go to taxi so that he would remember about the dollar. Leacock asking about the dollar whether there is American dollar. Leacock asking the settlement of the trip. Leacock asking about the pollen. Toad says pollen. People never pay their debts. In this way, Leacock was not able to remind Toad about the dollar that he has lent to him. Leacock compensates himself. Leacock realizes that in this world all men have forgotten like Toad. If someone forgets the dollar to repay, they can't repay until they die. These people will never repay the money to the lenders. Next, I have a list of people who have forgotten to repay except those who drank plain soda from me came. I will pay if I get dollar to go to Bermuda. He says, so many people in the world have forgotten to repay the money except those people who have got money for drinking plain soda. These people I will not talk here. I talk only the people who have forgotten to repay the huge amount of money from the lenders. If I am in the place of Toad, I will pay the money. If I am going to Bermuda, I'll repay the money, he says. Back to Honesty movement. Back to Honesty movement was started by Leacock for those who have forgotten dollar. Let them join and repay the money. So here, Leacock has started a movement called back to honesty, where if any people who have forgotten to repay the dollar, they can join in the movement and remember about those lenders have given the dollars to the borrowed person. Those borrowed person can repay the money. This is the movement. So everybody will be having the opportunity of becoming an honesty by repaying the money or dollar. Finally, Leacock believes that this article will be carelessly thrown by the reader on the campus McGill University, where Major Toad found it to read, so Toad can read and remember the dollar. So this is what he compensated himself or sacrificed himself by saying that this article I have written that I have problem. My problem is I have lent a dollar to my friend, but my friend has forgotten to repay. Now, how I am going to remember told that this article I have written about my friend who has forgotten to repay, this article I will throw into air. Directly or indirectly, anyway, this article will reach to the hand of Toad, and Toad, seeing the paper which is flown in the air, he will read this article. By reading this article, it will help Toad to remember that he has actually borrowed $1 from me and will decide to repay. This is the solution that I have taken in the ending. Thank you for watching.